Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. What is going on? We have game two between the New York Yankees and Toronto Blue Jays in tonight's game. So, the Yankees need a big win tonight. They need a bounce back win. If they lose tonight, they will be trailing by 5 games. The Blue Jays are just a hot hitting team. They did work against the Yankees. Really, it was just Yankees bats just had no answers. The defense was bad. Not a great game last night, but how do they do tonight? Obviously, they have Cam Schlittler pitching tonight. It'll be his second Major League Baseball start. Let's see how things go. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We are on the road to 1,800 subs. The big goal, of course, is 2,000. 2,000 subs. So love to get there sooner rather than later. The game should start here in about 5 minutes. So Cam Schlittler versus Max Scherzer. Make sure you all go vote in the poll too. Let me know what you all think of the poll. All right, and love to see everybody's answers to that. Let me say what's up to the chat. We got Alexander first in the building. We got Daniel Berry. We got Welkin. We got Beagle. We got Frederick. We got Custodio. What up, man? Custodio says, let's go. What up, man? What's going on? We got Egyptian. Yeah, hopefully Scherzer doesn't wreck the Yankees. He did the last time. Despite giving up 2 runs, he still struck out 7. And it looks like we got Michael K, and I believe that's Flaherty in the booth. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about this game. I'm not stressing out, but I'm just a little nervous. Well, yeah, you're in the South there, Frederick, so to be expected, man. Those southern states are hot. I've only experienced Florida heat, but that was in the month of April. I don't want to know what it's like in during months like these, like June and July. I'm good, man. But the game should start here in a few minutes. It's in the 90s, yeah, with humidity. Yeah, I'm good. That's south humidity. What happens when you stress? You ever lose it or go to your comfort food? I don't drink. I just go to my comfort food. I go to comfort food. That's what I do. Yeah, I don't resort to any like drugs or alcohol or anything like that. Not my thing. Yeah, if you didn't have a AC in the hotel room, that would have been bad. Well, root beer. Well, whenever people say drinking, especially in this society, it's always referred to. They always refer to alcohol. What's up, Daniel? How's it going, there, bud? Tired of club soda and water all the time? Yeah, I get it. Still better than the alternative, man. Well, like I said, the game should start here in a couple of minutes. Blue Jays will take the field.
I just moved around my soundboard. NFB from the strike zone. What up, brother? NFB eats raw steaks.
Flavor electrolyte powder I use helps from, yeah, for sure. I mean, if I'm like really sweaty and I'm working out, or if I'm at work and I work up a good sweat, I'll drink a Gatorade. I mean, I know it's not a great alternative, but it does help in the moment. All right, and there's looks like a beautiful city in Toronto. Looks like a beautiful day. The dome is open out there in Toronto, out there in Rogers Center. So the game should be underway here momentarily. Yeah, I know Frederick. I already heard it. I know he's got a soundboard for me. I feel so honored. What's up, Ronald? What's going on? Oh, there you go. There, Beagle. All right. So Grisham, Bellinger, Judge, Jazz, Giancarlo, Ben Rice, Austin Wells, Jordan Vivas, Anthony Volpe. That is your starting lineup. Cam Schlittler making his second career start for the New York Yankees. I will pull up the game cast here. Max Scherzer, 5 starts, 1-0, 4.70 ERA. Opponents are hitting .259 against him, 24 strikeouts, 7 walks so far. Well, let's see how he does against the Yankees tonight. Did pretty decent against them the last time. And game is about to begin. Let's hope the Yankees could pull off a win and they don't lose the series. And let's play ball. First pitch, strike one to Trent Grisham. First pitch looked like it was below the strike zone, but umpire thought otherwise. But it is 0-1 to Grisham as Scherzer sets. Here's the pitch, 1-1. And the 1-1. Grisham fouls it back, 1-2. So Grisham batting .255, 17 homers, 38 RBIs. Got an OPS of .838. The count is 1-2 for Grisham. As Scherzer sets here on the 1-2, the pitch to Grisham, foul ball. Still 1-2. Yo, what up, Ace? What's going on? Shout out to my man Ace. I know he's doing the play-by-play right now. What's going on, bro? How you doing? The 1-2 pitch. Grisham hits that to right field, and that is a single for Trent Grisham as he starts things off here in the top of the first with a single. Blue Jays defense, Joey Loperfido, Nathan Lucas, Addison Barger in the outfield, Wagner, Bichette, Clement, Guerrero Jr. in the infield, George Springer DHing, Alejandro Kirk at the dish. And here we have Cody Bellinger, who's back in the lineup tonight. Let's see what he does here against Scherzer. First pitch. And that is hit into the gap, and that will go to center field. Lucas throws it into the infield, and Bellinger with a stand-up double. So a single and a double, back-to-back hits here for the New York Yankees. We got runners on second and third with nobody out. This brings up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. So golden freaking opportunity here for the Yankees with runners in scoring position. Can they make something happen? Let me know what you all think. Miss 1000, what's up? What's up, David Cohen? How's it going? First bite of lasagna? Nice. Nice. And first pitch to Judge. Strike one. So runners on second and third, nobody out. As Scherzer sets here on the 0-1, the pitch. 0-2. 95-mile-per-hour fastball. 6 intentional walks in the last 5 games versus the Blue Jays for Aaron Judge. That's crazy. Judge calls time. AJ says, let's go Yanks only today. Just because it's going to benefit your boys. We get it, man. Scherzer sets here on the 0-2. The pitch is low for ball one. Count now 1-2. Jazz Chisholm waiting on deck. Here's a 1-2. Pitch is low, 2-2. So count is even now for Aaron Judge. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yankees with a golden opportunity. Once again, can they make it happen? Scherzer sets. The 2-2. Full count. From 0-2 to 3-2. So good at bat here by Judge. Let's see what he does with a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the first. Runners on second and third. Big pitch coming up. Scherzer's ready. Judge is ready. Here's the 3-2. Judge strikes out on a cutter. 1 down. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate. What up, Petruzzi? What up, Brad? I know, right? What's up, Rodney? How's it going there, dude? Had a call out today. Mom fell, so I took her to urgent care to get checked out. She's okay. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But, yeah, go take care of your family members always. Always. That's always number one priority. Jazz Chisholm takes ball 1. It's 1-0. Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. It is a packed house in Rogers Center. Here's the 1-0. 2-0. It is 2-0 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Scherzer sets. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. What's up, Katie? 2 balls, 1 strike here to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Jazz calls time. Scherzer sets here on the 2-1. Here's the pitch. Popped up, fouled away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Jazz as Scherzer sets the 2-2. Full count. So another full count. Big pitch coming up. Let's see what Jazz does. Judge struck out when he had a full count against him. Let's see what Jazz does here with a 3-2 pitch count as Scherzer sets here on the 3-2. Here's the pitch. Jazz hits that ball deep into center field. That ball is gone. It's a 3-run homer for Jazz Chisholm Jr. And just like that, the Yankees are on the board. They take a 3-0 lead. Home run. Jazz Chisholm with a 3-run bomb. And we have 1 out here in the inning. Giancarlo Stanton will be coming to the plate. Boy, did the Yankees need that one. That was the 18th homer by Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first pitch to Giancarlo, 1-0. That is in there for a strike. It is 1-1. So 1-1 here to Giancarlo Stanton, who had the only run yesterday with a solo home run against the Blue Jays. Here's the 1-1. Giancarlo pops that up to right field, and looks like Barger will make the play. 2 down. And that'll bring up Ben Rice to the plate. I don't need to get back at custodial race, man. I'm not worried about I don't need to get back at no one. First pitch to Rice is ball 1. Let's see if Rice can keep this inning alive. As Rice pops that up in foul territory, play is made by Wagner. That is out number 3. But the Yankees are on the board. They put up 3 runs on a 3-run home run by Jazz Chisholm Jr. And we are going to the bottom of the first. So let's see what Cam Schlittler does here in the second Major League Baseball start. Let's see what he does against this Blue Jays offense. I appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. But that was a good way to start the game. 3-run blast from Jazz. Take a 3-0 lead. I'll take it. I'll take it now. Let's see what Cam Schlittler can do. Good job, Grisham, Belly, and Jazz. Yes, indeed. But Welkin, Grisham should be on the bench, right? There, Welkin. All right, we are back to the game. Once the game cast is gone, once the ads are gone, I'll pull up the game cast. They're showing advertisements and commercials, so don't want to pull it up. Just in case if, my hit would get hit with a copyright or something. All right, here we go. All right, Cam Schlittler made his Major League Baseball debut on July 9th. So let's see what he does. Kind of looks like he could be Garrett Cole's little brother. Kind of have the same hairstyle. Kind of the same face. Kind of. But he will face Nathan Lucas here. First pitch. Strike 1. As Schlittler sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. It's a grounder, but foul. 0-2. So that was a fastball, 98 miles per hour. Yeah, for sure, Welkin. Yes, indeed, Margaret. Grisham's the least respect. Yeah, I mean, he is. Here's the 0-2. It's a grounder up the middle. Volpe fields it, fires to first, and gets the out. 1 down. All right, Yankees defense, Bellinger, Grisham, Judge, Vivas, Volpe, Jazz, Rice. Wells is at the dish. Giancarlo DHing, Schlittler on the mound. So 1 down here in the bottom of the first. George Springer will be coming to the plate. First pitch. Ball 1, 1-0. A lot, Rodney. The 1-0. Whoa, way inside. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here to Springer. The pitch. 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes here to George Springer. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Yankees leading 3-0. Schlittler sets here on the 3-0. The pitch. It's a 4-pitch walk to Springer. And that'll bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with 1 out, runner on first. Schlittler sets here against Guerrero. First pitch is a strike. Count now is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Schlittler sets here on the 1-1. The pitch. Strike 2. Got him with that slider. 1-2 here to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. What up, Gusto? Shout out to my man, Gusto. What's up, dude? Like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, smash those emojis down there at the bottom. 1-2 here to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As Schlittler sets the pitch. That is up the middle, passes the diving Jazz as Guerrero Jr. will get a base hit. We got runners on first and second now with 1 out. And we have Bo Bichette coming to the plate now. So we have Bo Bichette at the plate now. As Schlittler sets here against Bichette. Looks back at second. The pitch. Strike 1. The 0-1. 0-2. That was a 99-mile-per-hour fastball. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Bo Bichette. As Schlittler sets here on the 0-2. Looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a foul tip, and he struck him out. For Cam Schlittler. 2 down in the inning, and this brings up Addison Barger. I got him with that slider. Got to watch out for this guy Barger, man. That's another scary bat in this lineup. Fortunately, I hate to say it, he destroyed the Yankees the last time they faced him. First pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0. That is in there for a strike. Alex Tosi is your home plate umpire. They say he is pitcher friendly, more high strikes, more inside strikes on left-handed bats. This is his 7th season as a Major League Baseball umpire. As Schlittler sets on the 1-1, the pitch is hit into left field. That will drop in front of Bellinger, and Bellinger will throw home, and Springer will be safe. Ball gets away from Wells. So that is an RBI single for Barger. So now it's a 3-1 game. We got runners on first and second with 2 outs, and this brings up Alejandro Kirk, who had a good game against the Yankees last night. So 3-1 game. Blue Jays on the board. And here we have Kirk. Let's see what Kirk does here against Schlittler. Schlittler sets here against Kirk. First pitch, swing and a miss. 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Schlittler sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. 0-2. Let's play that. Next 2 outs. One game. Get out of the city. Low Perfido waiting on deck. The 0-2 is fouled back. Still staying alive. Still 0-2. Schlittler sets on the 0-2. The pitch is fouled away. Still 0-2. So Schlittler at 21 pitches right now. Runners take their leads at first and second. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 99-mile-per-hour fastball. 2 strikeouts here for Cam Schlittler. And we are going to the top of the second. The Blue Jays do get a run. It's a 3-1 game. 7, 8, 9 batters coming up for the New York Yankees. Brad and Rodney going back and forth. I wonder who started that one. Oh, man. But we are in a commercial break. Top of the second coming up. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm looking at the poll here. 19 votes, and most of you said Schlittler goes 4 to 6 innings. Top fans of the chat, Alexander, the AJ Show, and Jacob Frederick so far. All right. Struck the meatball out. You better believe it. Brad did? Of course. Oh, man. Children. Got to put you in your corners. You better, y'all are lucky you guys are moderators because Gusto has the trigger finger ready, man. That dude has the trigger finger ready at any given moment. I'm sure Gusto kicked people out of the club when he was in the Philippines. They all probably thought he was security. It was like, oh man, look at this tall dude. All right, we are back to the game. All right, all right. All right, Wells is leading things off. He takes a strike. It is 0-1 to Austin Wells, top of the second here. Wells leading things off here for the Yankees. And fouls off that pitch. It's 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes here to Austin Wells. Scherzer sets here on the 0-2. The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. 70 degrees in Toronto. Feels like it's 72, 75% humidity. Sounds like a beautiful day out there in Toronto. Anybody want to get him? Here's the 0-2. And struck him out looking. 1 down. Yeah, I got him on that outside corner. First pitch to Vivas is fouled off, 0-1. Thank you. Scherzer sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Grounded foul, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Vivas as Scherzer sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Vivas pops that up in foul territory as Guerrero Jr. makes the play, 2 down. And that brings up Anthony Volpe to the plate, who is batting 9th tonight. Batting 9th for the first time this season. I think that's where he belongs personally. But here's the first pitch. He takes ball 1. Anybody want to get that person too? The 1-0. Volpe pops it up, but it's out of play. 1-1. One and two now to Volpe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thank you, Gusto. Here's the 1-2. Ball in the dirt. 2-2. Scherzer sets on the 2-2. Here's the pitch. Volpe hits a grounder to Bo Bichette, fields it, fires to first, and gets him for out number 3. Yankees go down in order. Bottom of the second coming up. Yankees still leading 3-1. And we're in a commercial break. Yeah, it's Brad's turn now. Yeah, I really want to tell these trolls to send me their location. Pathetic. Gusto. Trash Volpe. I mean, Welkin, are you surprised? I mean, it's a good thing I was sitting down when you said that. But 3-1 game, top of the second. Let's see what Cam Schlittler does here in the top of the second. Due up for the Blue Jays will be Joey Loperfido, Ernie Clement, and Will Wagner for the Blue Jays. So it'll be their bottom of the order. Oh, I have two, Gusto. He never used to cause problems with me. All of a sudden, he started causing problems. But like I said, send me location. My goon squad? That's right. My goon squad, dude, it is scary. All right. Loperfido leading things off here in the bottom of the second for the Blue Jays. He takes ball 1. So apparently there's scouts from other teams at this game right now watching Cam Schlittler. Cam Schlittler's name has been mentioned in trades, but will the Yankees trade him? As Loperfido takes strike 1, it is 1-1 here to Loperfido. The 1-1. It is a grounder hit to Volpe, fields it, throws it to first for out number 1. And Ernie Clement will be coming to the plate. Gusto. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Anyway, back to the game. Now we have Ernie Clement. First pitch. Strike 1. 0-1 here to Clement. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. The 1-1 is popped up, out of play, 1-2. Let's see if Schlittler could get his third strikeout of the game. Oh, it's Meredith Marakovitz's birthday today, huh? Okay. The 1-2. Fouled away. Still 1-2. Oh, man. We're getting a little wild up in here. Schlittler sets on the 1-2. The pitch. There's a grounder. Vivas fields it. Fires to first. Oh, but a way off line. Makes the dive and catch there, but cannot make the play. I'll probably rule that as a single. A nice stop there. The throw, though, the throw was definitely off base, but yeah, they're going to rule that as a single. All right, who wants to get this next scumbag? It's Brad's turn. Go ahead, Brad. It's all you. All right, Gusto got it again. The 1-0, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. Yeah, that was a nice play by Vivas, man. Only if the throw wasn't off, but that's okay. That's okay. You don't have asked for anything more. Here's the 1-2. Pitch is high, 2-2. Yeah, Gusto's finger's been itching, man. As Schlittler sets against Wagner. The 2-2. Full count. Throws over to first to check on Clement. Clement safely gets back. Still 3-2 to Wagner. Let's see if Schlittler could get his third strikeout of the game. Runner goes, and it's ball 4. So runners on first and second. And we're going back to the top of the lineup. Nathan Lucas coming to the plate. Double play would be amazing right now. Yeah, whenever the trolls pop in, man, it's like you're doing something right. Little haters, man. Keyboard warriors. First pitch to Lucas. Fouled away. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That is hit to left field. Nice diving catch by Cody Bellinger. Takes a hit away. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Nice play there by Cody Bellinger. And this brings up George Springer to the plate. Nice play by Bellinger. 2 down here. George Springer coming to the plate. He drew a walk in his first at-bat, also scored a run. Yeah, for real, there, Gusto. But like I always say, semi-location. In the famous words of Khabib. Shout out to Khabib. It is 1-0 to George Springer. As Schlittler sets here on the 1-0. The pitch. 2-0. What's up, Jake? Welcome. Here's the 2-0. It is popped up, out of play, 2-1. Two balls, one strike here, two outs. Men on first and second, 3-1 game. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Oh, Wells throws to second. He is safe. Let's play that two-strike horn. Balls, two strikes, two outs. See if Schlittler can get out of this little jam that he's in. Schlittler sets, looks back at second. The 2-2. Full count. Runners will go. They will get a head start. It's a full count here to George Springer. Three balls, two strikes. Schlittler sets. Looks back at second. The payoff. Foul back. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting on deck. The payoff. Foul back. Still staying alive. Still 3-2 to George Springer. The 3-2. Foul back. So that was his 24th pitch in this inning. He's at 46 pitches right now. Schlittler sets. Here's the payoff. Ball four upstairs. Bases loaded with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming to the plate. Let's see if this brings out Matt Blake to talk with Schlittler. That looks like Blake is out there. Infield is in there talking with him along with Austin Wells. All right. Game will resume. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 1-for-1 in tonight's game. First pitch, strike one. Here's the 0-1. That is popped up in the infield. Vivas is right there, and he makes the play for out number 3. Schlittler gets himself out of a jam, and we are going to the top of the third. And we are in a commercial break. I will take a small break myself. We need to get a little light in here. It's like super cloudy in my area. Give me a couple of seconds here. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. For commercial break, Yankees lead 3-1. Top of the order coming up for the New York Yankees. Hopefully the Yankees could add some more runs here. Once the ads are gone. All right, it looks like the ads are gone. We're back to the game. Trent Grisham will be coming to the plate. And Scherzer is back on the mound. First pitch, strike one. So Grisham 1 for 1 in today's game. Yankees are 4 games back in the AL East. Blue Jays at the top. Grisham fouls that pitch back. It's 0-2. The 0-2. 1-2. The 1-2. Grisham hits a grounder. And first out is recorded. As Clement makes the play over to Vlad Guerrero Jr. This brings up Cody Bellinger, who is 1 for 1 in today's game. Also scored a run. First pitch, foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Bellinger hits that into the gap, and that will go to the wall. Let's see if he goes to here, and he gets his second double of the game. He is 2 for 2 in tonight's game. So Bellinger with another double. So runner on second with 1 out. And this brings up the captain, Aaron Judge. He is 0 for 1. And first pitch to Judge is ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1. Judge pops that up to center field. Lucas running after it. He makes the play for out number 2. And this brings up Jazz Chisholm Jr., who put the Yankees on the board with a 3-run home run. Swing and a miss by Jazz, 0-1. Scherzer sets here on the 0-1. And the pitch. Misses, 1-1. One ball, one strike here to Jazz. 2 outs, runner on second. The 1-1. Pitch is low, 2-1. Two-one count here to Chisholm. And the pitch. 3-1. Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Jazz as Scherzer sets. Here's the pitch. 3-2, full count to Jazz Chisholm. So big pitch coming up. Scherzer steps off. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Yankees leading 3-1 here in the top of the third. Let's see if they could get another run here in this inning to add to the scoreboard. As Scherzer sets here on the 3-2. Here's the payoff. Ball 4. So Jazz draws a walk with 2 outs. Runners on first and second, and this brings up Giancarlo Stanton to the plate. So let's see if Giancarlo could come through in the clutch here with 2 outs, runners on first and second. As Scherzer sets here against Stanton. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. D-0-1. Pitches inside, 1-1. The 1-1, 2-1. The 2-1. That is called a strike. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here as Scherzer sets. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Giancarlo Stanton strikes out. The Yankees strand 2. Bottom of the third. Coming up. 3-1 Yankees. Bo Bichette, Addison Barger, Alejandro Kirk will be due up. All right. So bottom of the third coming up. Oh, the trolls. We all love the trolls. They're always welcome here. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing on this Tuesday night? Anybody do anything fun? If Cole retired today, is he a Hall of Fame pitcher? I'll say yes. John says he's having a good day. Gustav says he slept all day. Nice. I know he had 153 wins, but I mean, you look at his numbers, though, he had a great career, I think, so far. I mean, he would have been pitching this season if it wasn't for the freaking Tommy John injury. Oh, nice. Going to another show tomorrow on Broadway. Nice. Four years sober today for Jake Bawes. A round of applause for Jake, man. Good for you, dude. Keep it up. Keep it up. Bo Bichette swings at the first pitch. Judge is running on. He makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. So good job, Jake, for being 4 years sober, man. That's amazing. I always support those that are on their journey to getting sober, to whatever addiction that they're trying to get off of. So that's awesome, man. Good for you. Good for you. And here we have Addison Barger, who is 1 for 1 in today's game. First pitch, strike 1. Got him on that curveball. As Schlittler sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. It is hit to left field, and that ball is foul. 0-2. Yeah, man. Being clean, man, and kicking away those addictions, dude. Man, life is precious. Life is more precious, man. Absolutely. Here's the 0-2. I've certainly I've met a lot of people in my life that had addictions, and they kicked away those addictions. It's amazing the stories that you hear. So, but good for you, dude. Keep it up. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Barger. 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Yankees leading 3-1. Schlittler sets. Here's the pitch. He struck him out. And so quite a few injuries for the Blue Jays. Santander, Andres Jimenez, Dalton Varsho, Alek Manoah. Looks like these guys will eventually be making their comeback. So that was the 3rd strikeout for Schlittler. Swing and a miss by Kirk on the sweeper. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. The 1-1 is popped up. Right field. Judge is right there to make the play. Blue Jays go down in order. 1, 2, 3. Good inning there by Schlittler. So top of the fourth will be coming up. We are in a commercial break. And I'll take a small break myself. I will be right back here, folks. Stephen B talking about the cheesecakes. Yeah, let's not talk about the cheesecakes. What's up, DM? Get you some. Ben Rice will start things off here in the top of the fourth. First pitch. Ben Rice hits that ball into right field, but it is playable for Barger. He makes the play. 1 down. Austin Wells will be coming to the plate. First pitch. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. 1-1 to Austin Wells. Wells is 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Scherzer sets it here on the 1-1. The pitch. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Austin Wells as Scherzer sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Wells pops that up to center field. Running on is Lucas, but looks like Bo Bichette will make the play. 2 down. And that'll bring up Yorbit Vivas to the plate. Yeah, I know. That's what Stephen B does there, Rodney. First pitch. Foul ball by Vivas. 0-1. Vivas 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Strike 2. 0 2 now to Vivas. Here's the 0-2. And Vivas strikes out looking. So Yankees go down in order. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Nice, Frederick. So other scores around Major League Baseball: Guardians are beating the Orioles 3-1. Pirates beating the Tigers 5-3. Marlins beating the Padres 2-1. Nationals beating the Reds 3-1. Phillies beating the Red Sox 4-1. Rays beating the White Sox 4-2. Angels beating the Mets 1-0. Giants beating the Braves 4-0. 0-0 game between the Cubs and Royals. Athletics beating the Rangers 1-0. And you got some games, you got one game starting here in a little bit between the Rockies and Cardinals. You got a few games starting a little bit later. So those are your scores. Those are your games, people. Yeah, I know. See, Stephen B., you make all these cheesecake promises, and then you're like, I'm busy with work, man. All right, we're back to the game. And here we have Lo Profito. He takes ball 1. So Cam Schiller back on the mound here in the fourth. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled away. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. That is popped up to left field. Bellinger running after the ball. He makes the play. 1 down. Ernie Clement will be coming to the plate. First pitch. Ball 1 to Clement. The 1-0 is popped up to center field. Grisham makes the play. 2 down. And that'll bring up the number 9 batter, Wagner, to the plate. First pitch, 1-0. One ball, one strike now to Wagner. The 1-1 up the middle, and it is a 2-out single for Wagner. And we are back to the top of the lineup. That'll bring up Nathan Lucas to the plate. He is 0 for 2. First pitch, foul back, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. The 1-1. Fouled away, 1-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Strikes, one lead. The 1-2 is grounded. Jazz fields it, throws it to first for out number 3. Another great inning there by Cam Schlittler. And we are going to the top of the 5th. Looks like a beautiful view out there in Toronto. Rodney. Yeah, I hope I hope Schlittler isn't traded either. But we are in a commercial break. Do appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We are on the road to 1,800 subs. True, Welkin, true. That is true. But, man, you know what? Schlittler's showing he's got potential, man. He's got some good stuff. He's got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of high upside. Tomorrow's game is on Amazon Prime, folks, for those that are wondering. We are back to the game. And first pitch to Volpe, 1-0. Volpe 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. The 1-1. Inside, 2-1. The 2-1. 3-1. The 3-1. Fouled away, 3-2. Full count to Volpe. Scherzer sets here on the 3-2. The pitch. Volpe hits that, but it is foul. Still 3-2 to Anthony Volpe. The 3-2. Volpe fouls it away. Still staying alive. Still 3-2. Another 3-2 pitch. Volpe pops it up. And it looks like Nathan Lucas will make the play for out number 1. And we're going back to the top of the lineup. Trent Grisham will be coming to the plate. Trade Warren, keep Schlittler. I would entertain that there, Brad. First pitch to Grisham. Ball 1. The 1-0. 1-1. Two-0, 3-0 now to Trent Grisham. Grisham 1 for 2 in today's game. There is a strike, 3-1 to Trent Grisham. The 3-1. Grisham pops it up. Foul territory. Wagner running, but it is out of play. Full count now to Trent Grisham. Cody Bellinger waiting on deck. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. The 3-2. Grisham hits a grounder right to Vlad. He fields it, steps on the bag, 2 down. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger with 2 outs. Bellinger 2 for 2 in tonight's game with 2 doubles. Let's see if he could keep this inning alive. Aaron Judge will be waiting on deck. First pitch, 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now to Bellinger. Bellinger calls time. Scherzer sets here on the 1-1. The pitch. Another swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Cody Bellinger. Scherzer really, really good with that fastball as he sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. It is high, 2-2. The 2-2. Bellinger hits that ball into right field, looking up, looking back. That ball is gone! A home run by Cody Bellinger. Let's go! It is now a 4-1 game. Solo home run by Cody Bellinger. 8th home run of the season. 405-foot home run by Cody Bellinger. A 2-out solo home run. And the Yankees take a 4-1 lead now here in the top of the 5th as he keeps this inning alive. That'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Bellinger having himself a game. And first pitch. Judge fouls it back, 0-1. The 0-1, 1-1. So he matches his home run total from last season with the Cubs. As Judge takes ball 2, it's 2-1. The 2-1. It is foul, 2-2. Fisher and Fluharty warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. Scherzer at 88 pitches. The 2-2. Full count. The payoff. Judge pops it up in the infield, and looks like Bo Bichette will make the play. Judge is 0 for 3 tonight. But the Yankees do get another run on a solo home run by Cody Bellinger, and the Yankees have a 4-1 lead now. I'll take the 4-1 lead. Egyptian, you got a golden retriever today? I like golden retrievers. Those are some great dogs. My nephews used to own one. For a commercial break here, folks. Yankees have a 4-1 lead. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. But how we feeling, folks? How we feeling? Once again, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. Yeah, golden retrievers are sweet dogs for sure. No doubt about it, man. I love those dogs. OnlyFans. All right, Cam Schlittler back on the mound. We're back to the game. He is facing George Springer, who has 2 walks and scored a run. It's 1-0 to Springer. Swing and a miss, 1-1. The 1-1. 2-1. The 2-1. Line drive. That is hit to left field. Bellinger fields it. Oh, Springer falls. And he will get back to first. So it's a long single there by Springer. He starts things off here in the bottom of the 5th with a single, and that'll bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was going to go for 2, but pumped the brakes. Strike 1, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 0-1. 0-2. As Schlittler sets here on the 0-2. The pitch. That is a little blooper to center field. That'll drop in front of Grisham. So we got runners on first and second now with Bo Bichette coming to the plate. Still nobody out. Looks like they're making a call to the bullpen. Get a couple of guys going. Matt Blake going out to the mound to talk with Cam Schlittler. Probably just to try and settle him down. And there's Tim Hill, who's going to warm up here in the Yankee bullpen. So Bichette is 0 for 2 in today's game. First pitch is high for ball one. The 1-0. Fouled away, 1-1. Schlittler sets here on the 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One and two here to Bichette as Schlittler sets. Here's the pitch. Pitch is way high. 2-2. The 2-2. Jammed him. Fouled back. Still 2-2. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Bichette. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Yankees have a 4-1 lead. The 2-2. Fouled away. Still 2-2. The 2-2. Full count. So Bichette gets out of the batter's box. Looks like he's ready to go. Schlittler is ready to go. Another 3-2 pitch coming up. Here it is. Fouled off. Still 3-2 to Bo Bichette. Schlittler at 85 pitches right now. The 3-2. It's a grounder. Let's see if they can turn 2. There's 1. There's 2. Oh, what a double play turn by the Yankees. And runner at third with 2 outs now. That double play was definitely needed. Yeah, nice little toss, a nice little bare hand catch from Jazz, and throws to first to Ben Rice to get the out. Oh, that double play was huge. That was needed. That was needed. And that'll bring up Addison Barger to the plate. So Springer at third base, Barger at the plate, 2 outs. First pitch, foul back. The 0-1. Grounded, and that'll be RBI single for Barger. It's now a 4-2 game as he keeps this inning alive, and that'll bring up Alejandro Kirk to the plate. So let's see what Kirk does here with 2 outs, runner on first. First pitch, strike one. The 0-1 is popped up. Shallow left. Bellinger is right there to make the play. That is out number 3. The Blue Jays do get a run. It's a 4-2 game. 4, 5, 6 batters coming up. Top of the 6 coming up. We are going to a commercial break. And I will take a small break myself. I will be right back, folks. All right, we are back. So Mason Fluharty will be taking over pitching duties here for the Toronto Blue Jays. Jazz Chisholm Jr. leading things off here in the top of the 6th. He is 1 for 1 with a walk today. He had that 3-run homer in the top of the 1st against Scherzer. 1-0 here to Jazz as he fouls off that pitch. It is 1-1. What's up, Victor? How's it going, man? Two and one. We are here in the top of the 6th. Yankees lead 4-2. 2-1 count to Jazz. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. The 2-2. It's a grounder. Hits a Clement, who fields it, throws it over to first. 1 down. 1-0 to Giancarlo Stanton. He is 0 for 2 tonight. The 1-0. 2-0. The 2-0. That is called a strike. 2-1. The 2-1. 3-1 now to Giancarlo Stanton. Good one, Gusto. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Full count now to Giancarlo Stanton. Yeah, Victor, it's pretty amazing, let me tell you. The 3-2. Foul back, out of play. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Giancarlo Stanton hits that ball into right field. Barger running after it. He makes the play. 2 down, and that'll bring up Ben Rice. Ben Rice is 0 for 2 in today's game. So let's see if he could keep this inning alive. First pitch, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Rice pops that up in the infield. And who makes the play? Whoa! Clement makes the play. We didn't know if it was going to be Clement or Vlad Jr., but Clement makes the play. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Yankees have a 4-1 lead. Victor. Yeah, Welkin, you tell him. I would imagine Hill's coming in. Yeah. I mean, Cam Schlittler was at 90 pitches. I don't see him coming in, but coming back out there, I don't see it. It should be Tim Hill, I think. But credit to Cam Schlittler, though. I mean, 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, but only 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. I mean, I would say he did a lot better than I'm sure what a lot of folks expected. You know, I thought he's got a lot of potential. That was a good outing, I honestly. Yeah, 6 innings is going to be huge for sure. But yes, Tim Hill will be coming into the game for Cam Schlittler, so Cam Schlittler's night is over. So congratulations to Cam Schlittler. Yeah, the defense saved him, but he also pitched a good game. But that the defense did their job. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what they get paid to do. All right, name that Yankee. 245 batting average, 713 hits, 109 home runs, 15 through 17 with the Diamondbacks, 18 with the Yankees, 18 through 20 with the Blue Jays, 21 with the Mets, 22 with the Reds, then the Padres, 23-24 with the Angels. Name that Yankee. Who is it? All right, Tim Hill is in the game. And first pitch to Low Perfido, swing and a miss, 0-1. One and one now to actually it's Miles Straw. He's coming in to pinch hit for Low Perfido. So 1-1 to Miles Straw. And there's a grounder hit to Volpe. He fields it, fires to first. One down. Oh, he's safe. Oh, Rice bobbled the ball. Dang. First base umpire said he bobbled the ball. He didn't have possession of it. So let's see the throw here. Perfect. Oh, it was in the dirt. Yeah, he just couldn't. Rice couldn't hold on to it. So it's an E6. So actually, that error is on Volpe. So it was a throwing error on Volpe. I didn't notice the bounce on that. I thought it was bobbled by Rice initially, but the replay clearly shows it was a bad throw by Volpe. Unacceptable. See, this is where the error can lead to some bad things. I'm not saying that it will, but it can. We've seen it too many times. It's frustrating. But here we have Ernie Clement. He's 1 for 2. It's 1-1 to Ernie Clement. And that is popped up to center field. Grisham is right there. He makes the play. 1 down. Should be 2 down, but it's 1 down. All right, we got another pinch hitter coming up to take over for Will Wagner, and that is Davis Schneider. Oh, Welkin, 100% Goldie saves that. He would have had that for sure. 0-1 to Davis Schneider. The 0-1, 1-1. And there's a grounder, passes the diving Vivas. That'll go to the corner. And Straw's rounding third. He will score. And it is an RBI double by Davis Schneider. It's now a 4-3 game. Like I said, an error could lead to some bad things. And here we are. It led to something bad. Unbelievable. Four-three game. Well, tying run now at second base. Nathan Lucas fouls off the first pitch. We're back to the top of the lineup. So 1 out, runner on second. 4-3 game. A little blooper, and Volpe makes that catch. 2 down now. And that'll bring up George Springer to the plate. So Volpe has his 13th error of the season. He ties Willie Adames for most in Major League Baseball in any position. All right. Well, Tim Hill's night is over. Jonathan Loaisiga will be coming into the game. It was the inning there, Victor. And what did I say? A mistake can lead to something bad, and sure enough, here we are. It led to something bad. Unfreaking believable. But we're in a commercial break. Jonathan Loaisiga will be coming into the game. Tying run will be on second base. Yeah, and it does. Got to wonder about that arm, man. Oh, my God. Yeah, this just can't keep happening. Yeah, and I sent you a DM back there, Petruzzi. Content creators think of a better third baseman can save Volpe. I mean, they would have to cover a lot for him, but man, it's like you gotta replace Volpe, man. But it's stuff like this this just can't keep happening. All right, Jonathan Loaisiga is in the game. The tying run is at second base with 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. George Springer's at the plate. First pitch. And there's a base hit, so that'll probably tie up the game right there. And sure enough, it does. And Wells, and Schneider is safe. And Springer will go to second on the throw. And it's a tie game, folks. 4-4, just like that. And that'll bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Yeah, it just beats the throw. They're showing the replay here. 4-4 game now, folks. 4-4 game. Unbelievable. The error leads to this. As Guerrero Jr. cannot hold up his swing, it's 0-1. Dude, 0-1. Foul ball, 0-2. Let's play that. Mike. Game run. The 0-2. Ball in the dirt, 1-2. Ball in the dirt, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Guerrero Jr. The 2-2. Did he go? He did not, first base umpire said. Full count. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. But do tie it up. It's a 4-4 game. And Wells, Vivas, Volpe due up. Oh, boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I already said that there, Petruzzi. I talked about it. Yeah, he's tied with Willie Adames with 13 errors amongst positional players. But, yeah. I mean, dude, I have what a waste of a rookie start. Yeah, I know, man. I agree. But the bottom of the order, man, they need to get on base. They need to create opportunities. They need to make something happen here. It's a 4-4 game. I don't like this. But top of the 7th coming up. Bottom of the order. All right, we are back to the game. Austin Wells will start things off here in the top of the 7th. He takes strike 1. Fluharty is back on the mound for the Blue Jays. The 0-1 is grounded to Vlad. He fields it, and he steps on the bag. Austin Wells is out, 1 down. He is 0 for 3 in tonight's game, and that'll bring up Yorbit Vivas to the plate. Well, it looks like actually Paul Goldschmidt will be the pinch hitter here. So Schneider in left field, Straw in center, Lucas in right, Barger at third. So some changes there for the Blue Jays. Paul Goldschmidt to pinch hit for Yorbit Vivas. Looks like pitching coach for the Blue Jays is out there talking with Fluharty. Looks like they're game planning. All right, you got Brule warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. First pitch, strike 1 to Goldschmidt. The 0-1, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Goldschmidt hits that into left field, but it is playable for Schneider. 2 down. And guess who's coming up with 2 outs? That's right. You guessed it. It is Anthony Volpe. Volpe 0 for 2 in today's game. He needs to redeem himself in this at-bat. And Luke Weaver warming up in the bullpen for the New York Yankees. First pitch, 1-0. The 1-0. Volpe hits it to center field. Miles Straw running after it. He makes the play. Out number 3. Volpe now 0 for 3. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch. Get up, get a stretch, take a break, get some food, get a drink, get some snacks. Come right back. I'll leave you all with some tunes, and I'll be right back. folks, we should be back to the game. Sorry for the delay. Hold on, I'm having some problems with MLB TV. Let me try this again here. So runner on second, Bo Bichette is at second base. He started things off with a hit. And we have Addison Barger at the plate. He's 2 for 3. Luke Weaver's on the mound. So 0-1 count here to Barger. Nobody out. It's a 4-4 game. Blue Jays looking to take the lead here. Barger pops it up to left field, and Bellinger's right there to make the play. 1 down. That'll bring up Alejandro Kirk to the plate. First pitch. As Bichette slides back to second base. Looked like Wells was about to throw. Kirk is 0 for 3. It's 1-0 to Kirk. The 1-0. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Yeah, indeed, Victor. They don't go down easy, that's for sure. Weaver sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. Foul back. So runner on second, 1 out, 4-4 game. Kirk is at the plate. It's 1-2. Blue Jays trying to take the lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Weaver sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Ball in the dirt, 2-2. Right, Victor? The 2-2. Foul ball. Still 2-2. Two balls, two strikes here to Kirk. Another 2-2 pitch coming from Weaver. Here it is. And that is hit to right field. Judge running back. He makes the play. 2 down. Tag it up as Bo Bichette as he will go to third base. And Miles Straw will be coming to the plate. There comes Miles Straw with 2 outs. Bichette is at third base. Blue Jays have an opportunity here to take the lead. And first pitch is popped up out of play. 0-1. The 0-1. 1-1. One and two. Let's play that 2-strike horn. The 1-2. That is hit to left field, running as Bellinger. He makes the play for out number 3. And they do strand a runner. The top of the order coming up here in the top of the 8th. Grisham, Bellinger, Judge. Can they make something happen? But top of the 8th coming up, top of the order. This is going to be a crucial inning here for the Yankees bats. Hopefully they can take the lead here at the top of the 8th. It's a 4-4 game. I mean, the Blue Jays coming back really had nothing. Honestly, had nothing to do with the pitching. I'm sorry. That all started with the error by Volpe, unfortunately. Never fails. Yeah, Judge isn't hitting really. Yeah, he hasn't really been effective in the series, man. Pitchers have been taking advantage. They're studying. All right, the name that Yankee. I don't know if anybody saw it. Brandon Drury, folks. Did anybody have that? That was the name that Yankee. Yeah, I saw that, Victor. Hopefully nothing's wrong. But here we have Trent Grisham starting things off here in the top of the eighth. Justin Brule is taking over pitching duties here for the Blue Jays. It's 0-1 to Trent Grisham. Here's the 0-1. Grisham fouls it back, 0-2. Grisham is 1 for 3 in today's game. So 0-2 to Grisham as Brule sets here on the 0-2. The pitch. Struck him out looking. 1 down. See you later. It does a little bit there, Victor. Yeah, definitely has a playoff feel to it. You're absolutely right. Let's see what Cody Bellinger does. It's been his game. He's 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a homer, and he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 to Cody Bellinger. The 0-1, 0-2. The 0-2. Fouled away, still 0-2. As Brule sets here on the 0-2. The pitch. Bellinger hits a little grounder to Vlad Guerrero Jr. He will step on the bag. 2 down. And this will bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. So Judge is 0 for 3 today. Can he keep this inning alive? Well, looks like Judge is being intentionally walked to get to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Oh, of course. What was that, the 7th intentional walk? Seven intentional walks in last 6 games versus Blue Jays. Yeah. That is crazy. And that is strike 1 to Jazz. I don't think he liked that call. Jazz 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer and a walk. Oh and 2 now. 0-2 to Jazz. The 0-2. And Jazz strikes out looking. Justin Brule with a good inning. And bottom of the 8th coming up. Clement, Schneider, and Lucas. 8-9-1 batters coming up here for the Blue Jays. Victor. Well, Yankees bats once again could not make something happen. Oh man, I hear you, Susan. Trust me, I'm getting annoyed with this too. But the bottom of the eighth is coming up. So, like I said, 8-9-1 batters. Clement, Schneider, and Lucas will be due up. What's up, TC? Yeah, for sure, Victor. They just freeze, man. Well, it's more. It's honestly more Volpe than Loisaga, honestly. Well, yeah, Loisaga's not been. He wasn't great. He hasn't been great this season at all. But it wouldn't be this kind of a game if it wasn't for Volpe and that error. I'm sorry. Well, Luke Weaver's back on a mound. 1-0 to Ernie Clement. He is 1 for 3 in tonight's game. We still have a tie game here. It's a 4-4 game. As Weaver sets on a 1-0 the pitch. 2-0. The 2-0. 3-0. Ian Hamilton now warming up in the bullpen. There's a strike, 3-1. Hoffman is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. As Weaver sets here on the 3-1. The pitch is popped up, out of play, 3-2, full count. Weaver sets. Here's the 3-2. That is popped up, out of play, still 3-2. ABS needs to come next season there, Susan. Another 3-2 pitch, and it is grounded foul. As Clement staying alive. Yes, indeed, Rodney. And that is popped up. Shallow right. Judge is right there. He makes the play. 1 down. And that'll bring up Davis Schneider to the plate. David Schneider, 1-for-1 in tonight's game. One and 0 to Schneider. The 1-0, 2-0. Two and 0 here to David Schneider. Here's the pitch. 3-0. Here's the 3-0. 3-1. Three balls, one strike here to David Schneider. As Weaver sets here on the 3-1, the pitch. Foul back, 3-2. So Weaver once again starts off 3-0, works his way back to 3-2. Let's see what he does here against Schneider on a full count. So another full count here. Here's a 3-2. Fouled. Weaver sets here on a 3-2. Here's the pitch. That is foul back. Well, you know for sure Weaver's not going to be available tomorrow. 28 pitches for Luke Weaver as he sets here on the 3-2. And the pitch. Ball 4. So 1 out walk to Schneider. That brings up Nathan Lucas. Top of the lineup coming up now. Ian Hamilton is warming up in the bullpen. So Nathan Lucas is 0 for 4. George Springer is waiting on deck. Double play would be pretty freaking awesome right now. Runner goes, and that is popped up. Foul territory. Austin Wells makes the catch, and Schneider quickly gets back to first, and it is 2 down. And that brings up George Springer, so big matchup coming up here. Looks like Boone has taken the ball away from Weaver, and that's going to bring in Ian Hamilton into the game. 4-4 game here. Runner on first with 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. We are going to a commercial break. Springer will be coming to the plate. Hmm. Yeah, Hamilton against Springer. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about that matchup. Oh man. Gusto says, "Let's go Yankees." That's right, dude. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Ace. Yeah, shout out to the Ace. Looks like the strike zone. I didn't even notice it, but it just broke 1,800 subs. Thank you all for helping me get to 1,800. Thank you all so much. Now the big goal, obviously the big goal is 2,000, so we're about 200 subs away. Thank you, Lou. Wow, so big at bat coming up here. Big matchup. Well, I don't want to say big matchup, but Hamilton versus Springer here. So can he get this final out, man? Runners on first with 2 outs. The Blue Jays could take the lead here. Springer 2 for 2, couple of walks, 2 singles, couple of runs, and has an RBI in tonight's game. This is on you, Hamilton. First pitch, 1-0. Yeah, so Springer killing the Yankees this season in 8 games. Look at those numbers. The 1-0, 1-1. Indeed, you have been there, Rodney. Thanks there, Victor. Appreciate you. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Springer as Hamilton sets on the 1-1. The pitch in the dirt, 2-1. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is waiting on deck. As Hamilton sets here on the 2-1. The pitch. That is hit to left field. Bellinger makes the play for out number 3. So good job to Ian Hamilton. We are going to the top of the ninth. It's a 4-4 game. You were one of the first subs there, Lou. I mean, you and many other people, man. One of the first subs. First 10, yeah, dude. Crazy. Crazy. Welkin says lucky hit. Well, top of the ninth should be the 4, 5, 6 batters coming up. Or no, excuse me, 5, 6, 7 batters. So it should be Stanton, Rice, and Wells. Yes, you were, Sunil. This is a fact. Sunil was, I know Lou, Jonathan, Jason from 161, right? Like Uncle Tats from Pinstripe Chronicles. Mikey Mazza from 4 Train Express. Oh, yeah, I'm going to end the poll here because, what was the poll? Because, 43 votes and 70% of you said that Schlittler would go 4 to 6 innings, and indeed he did. Top fans of the chat, yeah, buddy. Rodney at that number 1 spot, followed by Welkin, and then Gusto, the top 3 of the chat. All right. Well, here we have Jeff Hoffman, who's going to be facing Stanton Rice and Wells. Stanton is 0 for 3 in tonight's game. First pitch, strike one. So Stanton's career against Hoffman, 3 for 4, a double, a home run, and 3 RBIs. As Hoffman sets here on the 0-1, the pitch. Giancarlo fouls it back, 0-2. No doubt, Rodney. The 0-2. Whoa. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Giancarlo Stanton. As Hoffman sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Giancarlo pops it up in foul territory. Kirk is right there, and he makes the play. 1 down, and that'll bring up Ben Rice to the plate. So Stanton, 0 for 4. And here comes Ben Rice, who's 0 for 3. There's Max Fried, who will start tomorrow night's game against the Blue Jays. First pitch. Ben Rice hits that ball deep into right field. That ball is gone. A solo home run by Ben Rice. Let's go! Yankees take a 5-4 lead here, baby. Let's go. 15th home run of the season. 107.1 exit velo. 289-foot home run. Ben Rice coming through. That's what we're talking about. And oh, snap. A.D. McMahon with the 5 strike zone gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. A home run and some gifted memberships. Thank you so much there, A.D. McMahon. Who are the recipients? Victor, Rob, Scotto's List, Ricardo. Congratulations. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to McMahon for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much, McMahon. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Well, a big home run by Ben Rice that gives the Yankees a 5-4 lead. And it is 2-1 here to Austin Wells. That's a good feeling, man. That's a good feeling. The 2-1. 2-2. Yeah, so the way the gifted memberships work, for anybody that doesn't know, if you got a gifted membership, it's good for you're a member for 30 days, then it'll expire. If you want to continue being a member, I do have the link in the description. So for anybody that is interested. And Wells hits that to center field. Miles Straw running after it, but no, Schneider will make the play. And it is 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Oswald Peraza to the plate. And Peraza hits a grounder to Bo, fields it, fires to first, and gets him out. And bottom of the 9th coming up. And the Yankees take a 5-4 lead here on a solo home run by Ben Rice. And bottom of the 9th coming up. Let's see if the Yankees could put this game away. Right, Ace? Yeah, now we can cut Stanton. Exactly. Rodney says, "Pay for it. Quit being it's cheap. Original first 1,000." That's right. Tell him. Yeah, that was massive, dude. Hopefully, let's hope the Yankees can put this away, man. I'm wondering. So Guerrero Jr., Bichette, and Barger are coming up. So three big bats, and I'm pretty sure Devin Williams is probably going to come in to try and save this game. Wow, that was huge, folks. Yeah, I know you are, Gusto. Rodney. You know what? That one gets this. Oh my god. Well, man, what a freaking home run! But all right, but Yankees need three more outs. They got to get these three outs. Let's hope they can get it. Devin Williams, folks, is in the game. So big moment here. So this is a big opportunity here for Williams to close this out. Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, Addison Barger are due up here in the bottom of the ninth. Oh, snap. Victor says you lose. LOL. With a $3 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. He comes through with the $3 super chat. Thank you for the $3 super chat. 1-0 here to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He is 2 for 4 in tonight's game as Williams sets. Here's the 1-0. It is fouled off, 1-1. The 1-1. 2-1. Bo Bichette waiting on deck. The 2-1. Grounded foul. 2-2 now to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 2-2. There's a ground ball, and that gets through for a single. So leadoff man on here in the bottom of the ninth. Tying run is on for the Toronto Blue Jays, and this brings up Bo Bichette to the plate. Yeah, no doubt, Victor. It does mean a lot to me, believe me. Here's Bo Bichette. He's 1 for 4, and he fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. The 0-1, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Bo Bichette. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the ninth, the Yankees have a 5-4 lead. The 0-2, grounded foul. Oh, man. Anybody else getting nervous? Anybody else's adrenaline pumping right now? Mine is. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One down. And this brings up Addison Barger. Ronnie has gifted a lot of memberships. It's absolutely true. He ain't lying about that. True story. Looks like they're having some issues with the pitch comm. Looks like, yeah, a little bit of a delay in game right now. Having some pitch comm issues. Yeah, well, you know what, Victor? As far as using signals, we all know what happened. Just saying. All right, game has resumed as Williams sets here against Barger. Pickoff attempt. Guerrero Jr. gets back to first. Guerrero with a pretty good lead there at first base. Here's the first pitch to Barger in the dirt, 1-0. We love you, Rodney. The 1-0 is foul back, 1-1. Williams sets to 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Barger. Runner on first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. Williams sets on the 1-2, the pitch. Grounded foul. All right, Williams sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Foul back. Still 1-2. Barger battling here. Another 1-2 pitch coming up. The 1-2. Ball in the dirt, 2-2. Williams sets the 2-2. And that is popped up to left field. Running back is Bellinger. He makes the play for out number 2. Guerrero Jr. running back to first base as Barger gave that one a ride. Yankees are 1 out away from winning this game. And Alejandro Kirk is coming to the plate. Blue Jays fans stood up like that ball was gone. Oh, man. Alejandro Kirk, it is up to him. And he fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. Kirk's career against Devin Williams, 1 for 4, a double, a couple of RBIs. Yankees are down to have one final out to make to win this game. Tying run at first base. 0-2. Let's play this 2-strike horn. Strikes. Out of the bench. 1 run first. 5-4 lead. Trying to get the win. Oh, 2 count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first, 5-4 game. Williams says, here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Game over. The Yankees win 5-4. Let's go. Oh, man, what a game that was. Yankees are now 3 games back behind the Blue Jays. And they pick up a game in the standings. That was a very important game. This was a game I was very unsure about. Oh, my God. The Yankees win. Wow. Good job to Devin Williams. That is a big win, folks. That was a big win. Congratulations to the New York Yankees for getting a very crucial win. Boy, did they need that. So Yankees have an opportunity tomorrow night to take the series. That would be huge if they take the series. That would mean that they would be 2 games back. Max Fried is going to be on the mound tomorrow. Oh my God, that was a very important game. But there was definitely some doubt going into this game. Clearly, I mean, you weren't really sure how Cam Schlittler was going to do, but Schlittler held his own. I think he managed. I think he exceeded expectations in tonight's game. That Volpe, yeah, no Dominguez and Arlette. Well, you bring up a good point, Welkin. You bring up a good point. But yeah, Belly was right there, man. Belly was right there. But Schlittler. Oh, thank you so much, Victor. And you're the man, bro. You're the man. I'm gonna. You know what? I got your channel. I need to watch some of your videos, man. I'm sorry I haven't watched it, but I need to watch some of your videos. Let me see. I want to see what you're all about there, man. Because you have some good takes. I appreciate it, and you've been supporting me, so it's amazing, man. I always like to give the love back. But yeah, Schlittler, I feel like exceeded those expectations. He pitched well in today's game. The bats came through. Right, they could have done better, but they came through right when it mattered, and it got a little dicey there with the bats. At one point, they were just looking at pitches coming right down the middle, and then that error from Volpe, man, it just gave the opportunity for the Blue Jays to come back. It should have never happened, but man, that was frustrating. That was really frustrating. I was very frustrated with that because y'all heard me say it. The error could lead to bad things, and it sure did. The bullpen, the bullpen couldn't really, I can't really put too much blame on the bullpen, right? I mean, yeah, Loaisiga didn't really look good. I can't really put a lot of blame on Tim Hill, but Weaver held it down. Devin Williams closed it out. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything more from the bullpen. The bullpen actually held it down for as damaged as the bullpen is. They held it down with the exception of Loaisiga. But I'm sorry, but it all starts with Volpe and the error, man. You gave the Blue Jays life, and they made the Yankees pay for it. That just cannot happen. But we could be negative about this stuff, but the bottom line is the Yankees won 5-4. I will take it. I'll take the 5-4 win. It's a win. Now they're 3 games back. Can they secure the series win tomorrow? That's the question. Max Fried will be on the mound, so it's going to be a busy day of live streaming tomorrow, folks. I am still looking to do the pregame tomorrow, but I am going to actually be interviewing Jake McGee tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I hope to see you all there. I'm looking forward to that interview. I do have fun interviewing former and current players. It's a good time, and I'm happy that these guys, take the time out of their schedule to talk to, content creators like me. So shout out to Nathan for that. I'll do 1 o'clock your time, Rodney, 2 o'clock mine. And I'll still do a pregame. It might be a little bit of a late one, but I'll still do a pregame. And I'm going to be doing the play-by-play. So I hope to see everybody here tomorrow. Once again, thank you all for the continued support. It means the world to me. It really does. Believe me, more often than not, man. Whenever I do these live streams, I end it. I always leave. I always have a big smile on my face, man. It's like my brain is full of excitement. I appreciate it, Rodney. Thank you, man. But if it wasn't for all of you, this channel wouldn't be where it is here. So, I'd be talking to an empty room. I'd be talking to myself. So, you all contribute in more ways than one. So, again, thank you for, all the memberships, the gifted memberships to all the members, to all the, the super chats. It means the world to me. Thank you all very much. But I am going to end the live stream here. I'm going to let you all go. Enjoy the rest of your night. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you, Gusto. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you all very much. The Yankees won. Everybody should be happy. And as always, folks, let's go Yankees. We're out. See you tomorrow.